Hey yo, welcome back to episode 4 of the Ice Cave Show. Coldest show on the internet.
You know the one. All this talk about ownership, rolling with my dog and making moves with it to blow your lid.
I guess we should start with something that's a little sad though. Obviously, rest in peace to some of the favouriteest music venues in Manchester right now, you know. We had a show we're going to get into in a minute that was going to be at the Mint Lounge. Rest in peace to Mint Lounge.
R.I.P. Mint Lounge.
Oldham Street. That's an institution. I swear that had been there since like the 90s or something.
I couldn't tell you about that one. But I've done a few things there and over the years and met a few people there. You get me? Children as youth, ran into them man a few times there doing shows and that. Yeah, man, it's a shame. It's another venue down the drain, innit?
Rest in peace to the Old Abbey Tap House. One of the coldest spots in Hume. One of them last punky venues there, you know.
You say punky, innit? Like, it was just always good vibes, man. It was always a different crowd. So you turn up on a Wednesday, it might be bare bright coloured hair. You turn up on a Thursday, it's just bare man bags and black coats. And then you turn up on a Friday, all the kids are playing Hungry Hippos. Like, you know, it's a good place, man. It's a shame, man.
Yo, we've done a few things. We don't raise the bar, breaking bars, you know what I mean?
It's always bars when it comes to the tap house.
Yeah.
So don't get it twisted, man.
Rest in peace to the Hip Hop Chip Shop. Big up to Ozzy. Big up to the whole squad there. The River Dun EP launch was at Hip Hop Chip Shop, and they were very accommodating to me, and I can say from personal experience they made it very easy to put on shows there. And
go check his YouTube River Dun promo clips out now. You get me? Bow, come on.
To Skywalker with the Force, my saber's green. Tuesday I slept, but that's a minor. Say la vie.
Stage and radio, man. So we just dust over that one.
Yeah, Stadge and Rads, yo. So
what I won last month and that, because I come see
J Chambers,
you're sick, brother. I was a fan anyway,
Chambers, man.
I rated you anyway, but now man's a fan, bro. Like that new reggae sound, bro. Yes, Jay, you're doing it, brother.
So if you ain't familiar, J Chambers is an artist from North Money. I'm actually wearing his hat right now.
Yeah.
Homecoming album. The Homecoming album was recorded in Jamaica at Tough Gong Studios, Bob Marley's studio. And it's like a reggae rap album. And it's absolutely sick. So he came through, blessed us with the set. Also had man like Bootleg came through and did his set. He's
Superfly. You need to change your name to Bootleg Superfly, yeah, because yo, his swag is on point, bro. Man, you know them ones where like, and I don't mean this in any way, yeah, but you know them ones where like you have to manifest it, like you have to act like you already have it. And then you start acting like you've already got it, and it comes to you. That's the energy I get off Bootleg, and I love it, bro, because he just walks around like he's already got it.
Man's fly as a kite out here.
Fly as a kite, bro. So big up Bootleg, man. You're wearing it well, you get me? And man, big up.
So salute to both of them, because they both came through. They both did their fair share in supporting and promoting the event and stuff. They both slapped their sets and stuff. And then we had a proper healthy cypher that
night. Man. No hugging it.
Man.
It was fair. The beat selection was nice.
So I picked up some of them tips there from Bedos. I like Bedos. It used to be before Leaning, before even Golden Egg, there was a show called In the Loop. And In the Loop, yo, they used to do cyphers right, bro. There was this big guy called Bedos who would force everyone to be in a circle, and he was like the referee of the cypher, innit?
You know what I've noticed? I'm just digress now. I was going to chat on some music, but you know the quick one with this 16 bar thing, bro? It's like a third verse, innit? You don't hear a third verse on a tune anymore. You get me? 16 bars. No one's doing 16 bars anymore. Even I was dropping 16 bars, and I was like, this ain't long enough. Let me do another 16. So everyone just started doing 32s, and it's like, yo, the flow is changing, man. The essence, what is it? The nuances of the game's changing. Statistics couldn't handle. Doesn't matter what they're talking with. I did the math. Woo!
Today is the day that we're recording this. That man released the Due Diligence EP.
Due diligence, do your due diligence, man.
Black Ice, Caveman, Ronin OTB. Let to you. Paula Salud, yo.
More life.
Woo! Bubbly, you know. Yes, we're celebrating today. Nothing can go wrong today, you know what I mean? We put out the project, 4 tracks. Be the Boss is on there. You've already heard that single. We're gonna throw a little clip of that in here now.
You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. Looks to me like something you don't know the meaning of. We touch the stage and blow the ceiling off. And I don't need a chance, I only need a shot. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. Looks to me like something you don't know the meaning of. We touch the stage and blow the ceiling off. Yeah. And I don't need a chance, I only need a shot.
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing with it, man. We've been working, and I was just gonna say before I've done the mash, yeah, because I was uploading some things a couple of days ago, yeah. We dropped this on the 28th of February 2025. Yeah, this is Due Diligence. We dropped a Rough Junction on the 28th of March 2024.
No way.
So literally, what's that? 11 months.
11 months. Yeah, less than a year.
Give or take a few days, but if we're being technical, it's like 11 months to the day. We dropped the next EP. You know what I mean?
That time, man, I've done about 15 shows.
Better rap battles.
You know what I'm saying? We've give you 4 episodes of the show.
Traveling the country, you get me? Been in London, Liverpool, Birmingham, Wales. Where you been?
Those places.
And somewhere else. Hey man, we're airing it. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Grinding,
cheers, man.
and
We
you know
just
what?
Make it happen, innit?
Just this last couple of days, the sun started to come out. It's looking beautiful again. But yo, we spent a cold, dark winter locked in this fucking studio. Building these tunes, you know. Like
We locked in. You
Yeah,
get me? We locked in. We went into album mode and we locked straight in. Should we do a little breakdown of the tunes and that? Should we do a little?
Yeah, so track 1, we've got Be The Boss. Back in the day, we had a version of this tune about 2021 or so. We had a version of this tune. I think we only made this beat in 2019.
Yeah,
something like
2019, 2020, first time we heard this rhythm.
And it was in a beat pack that got sent to us, and no one who has received the beat pack really thought much of it. Then I found it again a year later from even then, and I was like, yo, this slaps. So I've made a 4-bar to it, and I could never make anything other than a 4-bar to it. I tried to make a verse and it didn't work, and then you and me picked it up, worked on it for a bit. Other verses got thrown around and then ended up leaving the equation and stuff. And then we just kind of came back to it, and obviously we shot the video. Shout out to Samsy at Lab 51.
Samsy, Lab 51, the
White
White
the
House.
video. That's on this channel right now. You can watch that straight from here, the Ice Cave Show.
I want to say link in description in whatever, but like it's on this channel, innit?
Yeah.
So just follow it.
Boobs. So that's track 1. Obviously that was the single, and then we started hitting them with the next one. The next one is called What I Like. That's just called about what I like, really, innit? Obviously, if you listen to the last EP, Rough Junction, you'll have heard Not Sorry, which has like a kind of Latin Mexican flavor going on. And
yeah, soon to be legend when I be stepping. Hella techers hit and send them to give a couple refreshers. What you reckon? Never setting and coming to send a message, never stopping, never ending. I'm sorry, not sorry, brethren.
you kind of took the lead on this. I just jumped in and put a verse down on the tune you'd lined up. So what was your ideas behind that one?
So we used to move a little collective. We got a beat pack, and that was in there. And All Tight Dog is not. You don't do the music thing anymore, but used to roll with man called Dog and that. Yeah, we was on that tune, Latin Dancer, and the same process. Like a few verses got thrown about. Recorded a few choruses at one studio. Then next day at another studio. Set man weren't on it. They were on it, and we were feeling it, and they weren't feeling it. And then yeah, just ended up being back and forth. And then again, like I already had some bars to it. It weren't really up to date with how I'm feeling in life today and what's going on in the world and all that. So I had to repen it a bit. Did that, yeah, and then kind of gave it to Cave. Like, yo, man just started talking about, let me tell you what I like.
I wrote a different kind of verse to this verse.
Yeah, so let me tell you what I like. Spliff with a vibe and a rum all night. Ayy, let me tell you what I like. Too much rum and a whole lot of food.
Press Play is one that I love my verse on that. I think that's one of the solidest verses I've personally ever wrote. I wrote most of it on the bus. I just put it on, sat at the back of the bus. At one point I was getting the bus to work. It was like a half hour or so. And so I just put that stuff together right there. I just love the way that I flow, not even float it. I like the way I use syllables and
represent the whole cavern.
You know what I mean?
Flow patterns. Wow.
Yeah, them flow patterns of road wagons and flowing dragons. I kept the same flow pattern going for long, and then changed to another one. And just
I had them bars. Actually, this is kind of different idea from the last two because we had already had them vibes, and I tried to challenge myself. But with Press Play, I already had them bars from way back on a different rhythm. To me, and I'm sure a lot of artists get this, yeah, like I've spat the same verse to myself so many times. Like I got bored of it. I'm thinking it's an old verse and this and that, yeah. But then it's not actually out yet. I've not spat it on any tracks or released it or whatever. So when I put it out, it's like it's still new to people. So I had to break that in myself. It's a bit like About That Time, yeah. You could hear me spit about that time. I wrote that lyric when I was 17, yeah. Still get gassed off it today.
Still fire today.
I could go somewhere in the middle of Milan, Italy, yeah, spit that bar and it's still new to whoever's there. You get me? They could think I wrote that last week. Do you know what I mean? So even though I've been spitting that bar for the past 5-6 years because it's solid and it gets a wheel up every time, it's still new to people who haven't heard it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I had the same thing.
that was my approach with Wales, isn't it? Sorry, yeah.
Now, one tune on my last solo project, what's it called? Civilized Habits. There's a tune on there called Hang Tight, and I made that in 2019, and I loved it in 2019, and then I didn't have anything to do with it, and then 2020, I was like, that was last year's tune. By 2021, I was like, that's 2 years ago. 23, I got to 24, and I was like, yo, this tune slaps.
You gotta pay the cost to be the boss.
Ooh, that's a good question, that, you know. Got a soft spot for 90s, baby, you know, because I made it so long ago.
When did you make it?
What are we thinking now? About 6 years ago, that beat, you know.
Oh,
6 years, bro. In the making. Sent that to Ice time ago, and then next thing I know, you man, I just laid 2 Shelly verses on it. Patrick's on the precipice. Hey, come on.
Well, you might find man like us in Factory, bro. We was warming up for Onyx. Old type Onyx, yo, New York. 93 was the year, Sean. What it is.
Back the fuck up. Yo,
Sticky Fingers, man. Fred Rose Star, yeah. So, man, are out there, and me and Ice have done a version of Be the Boss off this EP. And we're going back to back on it. We've done the tune, and then Ice looks at me and goes, yo, we're gonna freestyle the back end of this tune. I'm like, is it? Like, because we're already halfway through the tune, you know. He's like, yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm like, all right, safe. And so we spit a bar, and Ice has dropped about that time, yeah, the tune you just mentioned, yeah, from 2017 or whatever. Bro, it turned Factory on its head, yo. There was a guy came up to us about 6 times for the rest of that night talking about that verse. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd never heard that shit. He weren't there at the Broken Camarilla EP launch at Whiskey Dry. You get me? Man was, but he wasn't. And you know what I mean? That when you've got one, hold on to it, innit? Use it, innit? Like, there's no shit. Watch out! This could be you, I believe. Who the gun in your face? Better give them receive. I am more than these DIs. Make your blood pressure rise. Bad place on the sky. Shift it! Don't have to shift it! Don't have to shift it! Don't have to. So yeah, that was our experience with Onyx. Hold tight, Onyx.
Not done yet. I gotta say, yeah. Anyway, we had a sound check, yeah, and we were running Be the Boss. Cave had a few tunes he wanted me to come on for a bit of his set, so we practiced that. I've come on now, yeah, we're rapping it and kind of switched it up a bit as a live thing, innit? Cave only has a hook, I've got the verse. I said, you know what, gotta get Cave to come back in after the hook, innit, and drop his verse. Done that anyway, and it was alright, it was working in sound check, innit? But then later on the night when we did it, that's not what happened, was it?
No.
He's done his hook, I've come in, done my little verse. Instead of it being the 64 or whatever, I've only done like the 16, then repeated the chorus again. And boom, then we've gone back to back. Cave's coming. Do you remember the lyric you spit? Ancient relic. Bow, you get me? That's how we was moving, yeah. So he's dropped that one. Bear in mind, this is a 90 BPM beat, 100 BPM beat, you get me?
Slow.
Man, it's about that time. When it's gonna be on the rhythm of the mic. Hit with the syllables of the man, grind with the day, man. Bro, everyone loved
the
it.
mic with time is set, man. We can set, man.
Yo, see what I mean? Yeah, so I was a bit gassed in it, but.
Well, it's a fast verse anyway, and you kind of.
It's a fast verse anyway.
Sometimes when you spit a fast, right? If you spit in a 140 bar on like 100, yeah. If you spit it normal, it will be off. So you have to rap at like 1.5 times speed, which is already fast because it's a 140 bar. Like you have to go fast to make it a proper fast bar, land on a proper slow beat, and.
But on top of that, the 140 lyric I'm spitting is skippy and techie anyway, you get me? It's technical anyway, so you get me? I could spit that on a normal beat, yeah, and a normal 140, yeah, going back to back with set, man, yeah. And it's gonna sound like I'm doing triple time. So when I gotta do triple time at 1.5 times the speed, yo, you know, someone sent me some flowers in
half time, yo.
Looks to me like something you don't know the meaning of.
Yo, we're gonna start a union, fam.
Yeah.
Yo, we're gonna start.
Comrade.
Duh.
By the time we're recording this today, the tune's already out. So by the time you watch this online, it's definitely out. So go check it. Due Diligence EP, Black Ice, Caveman Mate, produced by Ronin OTB. Big shout to Miller Beats, who did the mix and master on a tune called Be The Boss. All the rest of the project was mixed by none other than Ronin OTB. So
Brother, every time we're sat
no?
behind this desk, we
Yeah.
find ourselves talking about battle rap.
Yeah.
But, yo,
That being said, yeah, I do have to say big up. We got 2 of the man them into battles. Big up Devon Trey,
yeah, man.
member of the Lords of the North, my brethren as well. He had his
rep
first
Lords of the
battle.
North,
Yeah,
is that-
he rolls with them right there. So yeah,
sick.
he had his
Okay.
first battle on Premier Battles, and the following day,
Kid.
man like our kid, formerly the narrator, had his first battle on Premier Battles. They both entered the Premier Battles Academy series. Devon unfortunately didn't get through, but he is going to be performing the same day as me, April the 12th in Manchester, 33 Oldham Street, battling Angie Morley. A man like our kid, he battled former Don't Flop champion Quill, yeah, and managed to make it through the tournament. Yeah, and he's going forward.
Yeah, that battle rap thing, man. I've been to a few, and every time Cave's got one, I try and be there just to support the man them and see what I go on. And I've seen so many different energies and crowds and different types of rap battles and different types of battlers. And can we get on to the 3rd round, please, my guy, and explain what?
So
like,
come to the 3rd round. Do you know what was
What?
funny? Yeah? Before we went out, I've got to say, so we're in like the little corridor bit, waiting to have our names announced and that. And I was like, yo, do you want to go first or second? And he was like, I was meant to do a Scottish accent. He's like, well, that's not a Scottish accent. It's like, well, aye, is your 3rd any good? Because his 3rd wasn't his best. Like, I think he wrote 2 sick rounds, and his 3rd, like, he got through in it. We've all got a round that we've got through. It's not bad. And I was like, my 3rd round's pretty good, innit? And he was like, okay, you go second, then yeah, I'll go first. So in the 3rd, man whips out the saxophone, bro.
I don't learn, let me run my lecture. I could never get spawned by Slester. Let me run this lecture.
Obviously, you've just seen the clip, so man pulled out the saxophone. A lot of people don't know I play the saxophone still.
a lot of people didn't know that.
It
worked.
Yeah. Do you know what, yo? Like we say, we go to a lot of battle rap shows now. You see a lot of things, and it's just fun to get to try something new in it. And yeah, it went off still.
No one was ready though, because you know what, like you say, you play the sax, yeah. People know that you're a bit of a vibe and that. I know Slester weren't expecting that. You get me? I know you weren't expecting that. A man just sat there and thought, I can't really. And then what? You got a wheel up, and then the whole venue stops. I'll be honest, G. I'm big up to Slester, but I'll be honest, bro. I think you was the highlight of that day, to be honest, bro. And when he inserts the clip again.
Nah, respect to everyone, but yeah. Yo, just try something new every time, yeah, people. Whatever you're doing, whether you're making tunes, whether you're writing plays, whether you're battling motherfuckers, try something new. That's what we do, which led us to create the greatest, coldest show on the net, the Ice Cave motherfucking show.
What? More life to that.
More life. This has been episode 4, yeah?
Episode 4.
First one of the new year. We're going to be dropping a lot more on your head top, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you get down next week. 7th of March, which is a Friday night. We're
Friday, 7th of March, Stadium Radio,
Stags and Rads.
Northern Quarter, 6 till 10.
We've got ourselves. We've got Savano. Big up Savano. Also, we've got none other than
Bowski.
the big Bows dog,
Bowski.
baby.
Comedy set.
The big Bows
First time we've done a bit of comedy at the event. Do you know
No.
what I mean? Like, why not, bro?
Yo,
Like,
I always used to love like Dave Chappelle, Block Party, and fucking Def Jam
there you
comedy.
go. Yeah, Def Jam
Slam,
comedy,
all
man.
that. You know,
Mhm.
we are the first people out here bringing comedy to the hip hop show in Manny.
Bow.
So you know what it is. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
make sure you're there. Make sure you lock into the EP.
Due Diligence, Black Ice, Caveman, produced by Ronin. know what it is. Be the Boss music video out now on the Ice Cave or on this channel. So you'll catch it everywhere it needs to be.
Right here.
Yeah, man.
So make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment. Let us know what you want from us next. Next time, we're going to have some more delicious treats. We didn't get any today.
I was going to mention that. I was like, there ain't no treats here today, but we had to pop the champers car. We celebrated the EP launch, innit? You got the juice there.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Keep your head up, stay safe.
Win and learn. If we lose the game. Another story for the verse, but they sound the same. I don't even want to murk, but they need to learn the name. Ice on the mic, I say the name and watch them fucking run away, yo.
You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. Looks to me like something you don't know the meaning of. We touch the stage and blow the ceiling off. And I don't need a chance, I only need a